welcome to your divine message here for the full moon in Taurus. This is a lunar eclipse, okay? Kind of starting off the nodal shifts. What's happening is that this full moon lunar eclipse is going to be the start of many eclipses that happens when the nodes shift from Sagittarius South Node into Scorpio South Node, and from Gemini North Node into Taurus North Node. Okay, so this is a lunar full moon eclipse. So this is a very, very powerful energy around releasing. Okay, but also revelations. Okay, whenever there's an eclipse energy, there's an energy of something being revealed that's been eclipsed. So a lot that's shifting here, and also coming to fruition at the same time. Okay, so Taurus is an energy that is grounded. It's an earth sign energy, and it is also fixed. Okay, so very, very important when we're dealing with releasing. Okay, because the Taurus energy, again, is very fixed, and it likes to have practicality and stability and certainty. And with any fixed sign, again, fixed signs, they tend to come into a space of energy and expect, like other fixed signs, that the energies will shift around them. Okay, so that things will change according to them. With cardinal energies, you know, they come into a space almost shifting the energy, and with movement, you know, inciting some type of action, right? And mutable signs, they come to a space and is willing to experience that space from all dynamics, okay? Because they're mutable, they blend in. But this full moon in Taurus, it's going to be this, you know, maybe reconciliation of opposites, or some type of a polarity that's taking place, where there's going to be a lot of energies coming up, a need to forgive, a need to, you know, understand, possibly let go of preconceived notions or judgments. And that's kind of what I'm getting for this overall energy for the full moon in Taurus lunar eclipse. Okay, so I'm just going to let the energies go wherever they need to go, and we're just going to get some messages that come through. And at the end of this reading, I'm going to have a few announcements that I want to make. Again, I love you all. Thank you all for being here. I love that you are sharing your energy and your space with me. It's just a beautiful space to be in this space and time. And, you know, there are some challenging aspects that we're all going through, moving through as a collective at this time. But there is a powerful growth that's taking place. Things are culminating and building, and we're moving into this powerful dynamic, okay, where there's a lot of collective planets that are shifting, and there is a lot of energy that's shifting, okay, collectively, globally, within your interpersonal relationships and dynamics. So this is a very important time. And as we move from this full moon eclipse energy, lunar eclipse energy and Taurus, we're going to be moving smack dead into a solar eclipse, okay? The last solar eclipse that we'll have in the sign of Sagittarius, okay, before the nodes shift from Sag to Scorpio. But again, that's going to be a solar eclipse where right now we're in this energy of release, reveal, and release, okay? control versus, you know, surrender. And we're going to be moving right into this energy of the solar eclipse in Sagittarius as the sun moves from Scorpio to Sagittarius with this energy of a whole new beginning, right? And again, Scorpio, Taurus, it's feminine energy. But we'll be moving into the solar eclipse in Sagittarius, which is a masculine energy. And it's also mutable. So we're looking at the bigger picture. So right now, it's like, okay, a lot of fixed energy, a lot of grounded energy, and this energy of also releasing, revealing, reconciling, understanding, forgiving oneself, etc. And we are moving into this space of newness and of action and of having the ability to see the bigger picture as we maneuver and we perceive a way forward, okay? So enough of the Astro Talk. I feel with this collective message, divine message, that there is this profound dynamic of things are shifting quickly, of like not maybe feeling as if you can follow your heart, knowing that there is a powerful, protective light energy that's surrounding you. You may feel that, but there's something that's been holding you back. But there's also this patience that's taking place as we're moving into this almost reciprocity. It's a key that's opening up a lock, and when the door opens, I'm seeing two scales that are finally balancing. There's a key that's opening to, maybe a key to your heart, okay? Where there may have been fear or lack or fear of lack or fear of something not being balanced. This key, when we place it in and turn the lock, something automatically balances. So with this full moon in Taurus energy, something is automatically balancing out. It's happening quickly to where, again, there's something here about lack mentality or fear. This could be surrounding because Taurus is the second house, and that deals with like material wealth. So this could be career, this could be family, this can just be like a mindset, right? Of maybe not feeling good enough or valued enough, or feeling as if you have been teeter-tottering on the edge of something. But I do feel that there's something about value increasing. There's something about, you know, work, investments paying off, okay? This can have something to do with, again, literal investments, finances, because Taurus energy deals with, it's, you know, ruled by Venus, okay? And Venus, I believe, yes, Venus is in Capricorn. I think it's cleared the shadow, and it's going to be in Capricorn for a while. It's going to actually have a retrograde in Capricorn. So, you know, very earthy energies, okay? And Venus is the ruler of Taurus. So there is something here that is about to pay off, or Venus wants to bless, or Venus wants to show you your worth or help you see your worth, or there's something that is, again, that's been teeter-tottering, that's coming into balance. And it can have a lot to do with the heart space. It can have a lot to do with something to do with healing or career path, divine purpose, etc. So that's where I'll leave it. All right, I will timestamp in the description below the video if you want to move through the Astro Talk and maybe even the oracles and get straight to the divine message. Okay, so that being said, we are going to yeah, you may feel as if there's a spark that has went out, okay, and that could represent something for anyone, but it hasn't. It hasn't. Let's get an oracle here. Full moon in Taurus, lunar eclipse, a divine message for the collective. All-knowing source, divine spirit, archangels, guides, ancestors, my ascended masters, 5D and above, my higher self, and my galactic team with the highest light and resonance, star races, star family. Show me clearly what I need to see for the collective as I tap into this energy. Allow me to be the clear channel to bring forward truthful, clear, precise messages. Allow me to tap into the energy of the collective for this full moon energy, this lunar eclipse energy in Taurus, and bring forth the most important and the most healing messages for those who need them the most. Thank you so much. All right, so let's get a message, okay, for the collective. We have number 5. And it's, I surge on the uprising wave of love. I surge on the uprising wave of love. Like, this card just literally feels as if it was describing everything I just channeled and everything I just felt. That is this divine message, okay? We have a moon here. It looks like a moon that's kind of encapsulated. We have all of this energy swirling about. I was talking about a key opening up to things becoming balanced. Something, the energy is becoming balanced. And it can be, again, a lot of energy surrounding Venus and value and love and worth and forgiveness. But I surge on the uprising wave of love, okay? It is the divine message, and we're going to get into that. It's number 5, all right? 5 is the number of the Hierophant, which is a Taurus energy. Taurus, that is the card that you, in Taurus energy, represents the major arcana of the Hierophant in the tarot, okay? So again, this could definitely have a lot to do with coming into spiritual knowledge or higher knowledge, truth about yourself, about where you're headed, your divine purpose, your relationships, higher levels of commitment. Okay, 5s also represent something coming in quickly, Tower energy, a timeline shift or jump, okay? Fives represent like a passage also, right? A passage. And here we clearly have, it looks like there's some type of tunnel, right? Wormhole. 5s represent clarity and a means to an end, an ideal that is destabilizing, but could be moving into another whole space. Okay, so renewal. Number 5. I surge on the uprising wave of love. My life can be summed up in 3 accounts. I was raw, I was cooked, and I was burned. I surge on the uprising wave of love. No gravity can stop me from rising. The moon pulls the tide of life towards her, and my soul, in oneness with all of life, answers her call. A wave of love consumes me, and upwards I fly, flying through water to greet her shining body. Led by my heart, my wits are addled, and my mind becomes a blurry mess. And so I feel the truth of her love and the divine reflection she shines back at me from her radiant heart. Greater forces of planetary movements affect us all. We experience day and night through the interplay of the earth, sun, and moon. This is a profound and obvious effect. The movements of the cosmos affect us deeply, body and soul. Some movements are perhaps less obvious in form, but are just as great, if not more so, in effect upon our spiritual growth and life experiences. You're going through a cycle, or very soon will be, by which you will be moved by forces greater than your own personal will. This is a karmic period, a time during which the movements of greater planetary bodies will have an impact upon the earth and humanity. I just mentioned about the collective planets and a lot of global shifting, planetary shifting, as above, so below. This is the way of things. Greater cycles affecting smaller ones. The smaller ones are not less important, but they do have to bow to the power of the great in oneness with the magnificent unfolding divinity that is life itself. What we always have at our disposal is choice as to how we respond to these affecting movements and cycles. The effect of this karmic cycle now unfolding in your life is to bring you to or into sweet surrender and awakening into greater love. What a delicious divine destiny. However, even if we sense at one level that a shift has a positive end in store for us, we can encounter resistance and fear born of the ego in response to the stirring of spiritual uprising. We may quake in our belly. We may shake in our holy body and wonder if everything is getting out of control and into some disorder. We will be right in our sense of imminent chaos. The disorder, however, is the ego perspective, because its range of vision is too small, too limited, too comprehensive. To comprehend the greater workings of the planetary systems that move life towards love. That is as it should be. The teacup is not made to hold the ocean, just actually a cup of tea. But if we begin to imagine that the cup of tea is preferable to the ocean simply because it is more containable, how much we miss out on. And how terrifying when we are actually thrown into the ocean and moved by it. Its sheer power, its wild force, and its passionate dance with the Moon Mother might have us fearing that we most certainly will die. Yet the only thing that is dying here and now is your grasp, your attempts at control. Why? Because your heart is more powerful than your fear, and it wants to live in total trusting surrender of the unfoldment of life's genius. It wants to let life happen to it. What a wise intention that is. Why seek to impose a smaller and less interesting story upon life when the great master storyteller is weaving a fantastic tale of great love, great adventure, and sublime spiritual success? No, it is wiser, wilder, and more fun to surf the great wave of consciousness seeking to overtake you now. Dive in, beloved. Surge with it. You are being given a gift of grace in this oracle, the promise that you won't drown and that you will, in fact, be given a glimpse of your own divinity should you choose to accept whatever will be offered to you. Don't try to swim against the tide of your own life journey. Go with it. The divine is there waiting for you, orchestrating waves upon which you may reach the heavenly shore. Yes, the divine is there waiting for you, waiting on a picnic blanket of fabric of the heavens with a sacred feast of earthly bounty. Just now, being unpacked in your honor. Get yourself into that ocean and ride those waves to your sacred date with the divine right now. Sweet beloved, surfs up. This oracle comes with a message for you. Yes, you. There are changes happening, and they will be out of your control. This is because you are ready for accelerated life change. Rather than paddling, you'll be caught up in a wave and move farther, faster. Let yourself surge on with the energy of what is happening, leading with your heart and just going with whatever unfolds. This will bring you the best fortune and open you up to the divine destiny that is your birthright this lifetime. If you choose to, place your hand on your heart and say the following. The grace of life touches my heart, and I am courageous. I surge, I rise, I meet the divine beloved in every twist and turn. I journey home on the wave of love, and I graciously accept the hand of my divine beloved, guiding me now through love, mercy, and grace. So be it. I surge on the uprising wave of love. Number 5. This is your oracle message, okay? This is the oracle message that the divine wants you to breathe into, fall into, let it sink into your heart, into your mind, okay? With this full moon eclipse energy in Taurus, okay? Very beautiful message. It really goes along with everything that I'm feeling, everything that I'm trying to convey. And again, that's your divine message. Number 5, I surge on the uprising wave of love. Absolutely powerful. Okay, let's see what other messages come through for the full moon in Taurus, lunar eclipse energies. Show me clearly. Full moon, lunar eclipse, divine message for the collective. And remember, guys, energy will be affecting you, playing out, culminating now and through 6 months time, okay? So feel free to look back on this message anytime over that time period and beyond, because these energies will be playing out, okay? We have the spirit of the black rose, okay? Revenge, despair, and tragic romance. This could be the energy that is being moved through, right? It was speaking about karmic energy and releasing control, that of what we don't understand or what we can't control, right? Releasing that energy and surrendering. This could be something that could be a challenge during this period. This could be those karmic energies. This could be that energy that wants to dig in, that's having a difficult time letting go, right? Denser, darker energies, entities, karmic energies that need to be faced. The ego, the shadow aspects that need to be integrated, okay? This could be the energies of those specific situations, circumstances, people in your life, forces that do not want to let go or face their shadow or their ego, okay? Spirit of the black rose. Let's get one more. Full moon in Taurus. Full moon in Taurus. And then we'll just do a few tarot cards to clarify. I don't know why I'm being urged to use my, goodness, what deck is that? Oh. Can't think of the name of the deck. It's just left me. The Good Tarot. I'm being urged to use the Good Tarot, but I don't have it near me. It's kind of in its box and it's put away. But the card I'm seeing with the Good Tarot is the Six of Swords. If you have access to the Good Tarot, the Six of Swords, it's literally like a ship, right? That's taking off on a journey. And again, I surge on the uprising wave of love. So it was talking about, diving into that ocean, some type of, major shift that you have to fall into and just let the ocean overtake you. Okay, maybe that's what they're trying to tell me with that image of the Good Tarot. Interesting. All right. Let's get one more card here. That's okay. We'll go with this one. And we have the Spirit of the Moon. Perfect, right? Full moon, lunar eclipse energy. Had this full moon here. This powerful energy of this full moon. We have the black cat there, which really indicates wisdom, right? Esoteric knowledge. The black cat can indicate luck, fortune, something that's hidden, that's being eclipsed, that's coming to pass. Okay, this is cycles, visions, dreams. So really active dream state, really doing a lot of work in the dream state. That's powerful. That is taking you back into past timelines. So there's like karmic energies that are being healed and released. All right, this could be a period of a lot of supernatural energy, right? Psychic forces of high vibration and low vibration. But here with this card, I'm definitely getting heightened gifts across the board, okay? And that can play out in different ways, okay? With this full moon eclipse energy in Taurus, where there is energies and situations, circumstances that are being revealed. Surrounding, again, karmic energy or cycles that are ending. As you're moving into a new timeline, into a new space. There are, again, I'm getting light codes, and I'm getting this energy of like the high priestess energy, Archangel Gabriel, okay? I'm getting this energy of really coming in to clear sight, right? About the nature of certain energies that need to be banished, that need to go, so that you can move forward and have this key placed in the keyhole, turned, opened up, and moving past this fear, right? Because I feel like this fear is something that's rooted deeply around scarcity mindset, past pains, childhood trauma, on how you love, on how you value yourself and others on your path. And what's taking place is that key is being placed into the keyhole, it's being turned, and then you're opening up this space in your heart, or you're opening up and you're releasing something to have more space in your heart for what's to come, which is something that's balanced. And that's opening up the door for this reward, for this return on your investment. Leaving behind the lack, leaving behind the codependency. Okay, this could be the shadow aspects that need to be faced within ourselves, or what some type of karmic energies are having to deal with or not wanting to face. But all of that's being revealed, okay? All of that is what's been eclipsed for a long period. Again, this could be, again, collective energies on a really larger scale with elite powers and hierarchy and all of this, okay, that's been hidden, that's changing, okay, that's beginning to shift with this lunar eclipse energy, okay? So that's what is coming through. We have this spirit of the black rose, revenge, despair, tragic romance, okay? And then we have the spirit of the moon, which is about cycles, visions, and dreams. So again, very, very powerful. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the spirit of Gaia, okay? Nature, earth, that whole grounded energy. This is like Venus, right? Which is the, Lord, ruler, goddess, whatever you want to call it, of Taurus, okay, and Libra. There, when I got the energy of the key going in the keyhole, the door opening up and seeing these two scales. So Venus is the, ruler of Taurus and Libra, which is, to me, I feel like it's about something being balanced, right? That's rooted here in this material realm that needs to be purified, right? The water, all right? We do have something to do with family and creation, all right? Right behind that, we have the energy of nostalgia, aching old flame, okay? So something is being resisted here. Something's being walked away from or let go of, which is creating this energy of the black rose, okay? Again, take it in a personal level or on a global scale or a larger scale or a collective scale. But ultimately here, we have this energy here of something being purified, okay? Something that is growing, being nurtured, being healed with family, with a creative business, okay? With maternal energies as well, I'm getting, okay? So, pull some tarot cards and see if we can clarify this message and get more details with this divine message for the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. But like I feel like the overall energy here is like control, right? With that Taurus energy, that grounded, you know, bull, earthy, fixed energy. And it's really about like surrendering, okay? So let's see. Let's see what comes through. Show me clearly. We have the Two of Swords. You decide, you decide, you decide, okay? Two of Swords. Like I mentioned before, we did get some Libra energy. Two of Swords represents Libra energy or air. This is about crossroads. This is about a decision that needs to be made, right? This is about stalemate, a catch-22, you know, a very emotional period, an emotional decision surrounding communication, surrounding like, what direction do I go in? What path should I take? Which side should I take? Okay? And this is in the upright position. So I do feel like this is like a crossroad. This is like, you know, having to trust your intuition. Take the blinders off. Make a decision, right? No decision is a decision. And being able to make a decision is a divine blessing from the universe, right? Indecision. Where does indecision lead to? Anxiety, fear, all kind of leaning in a lower aspect, right? A lower nature, you know, confusion, indecision leads to fear, which is an illusion. Let yourself surge on that uprising wave of love, okay? Release the fear, release the lack mentality, releasing this control, this past energy, whatever it is for you. Whether it's, you know, if you're highly intuitive, you could be picking up on something that you're dealing with now that you can connect back to a past life or a future life or something that is so profound, okay? Or this could just represent, you know, a personal decision that you need to make about a relationship, about your career path, about your business over the next week to 2 weeks to 2 months, leading into 6 months' time, or something that you have to decide now that's going to impact you 6 months from now. Okay? Two of Swords, Libra energy air. What else do we have? And we have all the cards have come out, okay? All the cards have come out here at once. So they are just letting me know right away, okay, that this is going to be kind of a conclusion to this reading. Right after the Two of Swords, we have the Six of Swords, okay? So that's the energy of moving forward. All right, the Six of Swords comes after the Five of Swords, which a lot of times represents, it could represent just keeping things close to your chest, or, you know, kind of having to be selfish, having to choose you. But a lot of times the Five of Swords can indicate betrayal and selfish people, entitled energies, and again, elites, hierarchy, on down to interpersonal relationships, family, whatever or how it resonates for you. But entitled energies, selfish energies, Five of Swords, the Six of Swords comes after. So it's kind of moving away from an unfavorable situation and kind of taking the necessary baggage with you, or cargo with you. But in order to make this journey, you have to be somewhat light, right? In the traditional Rider-Waite deck, it's someone in a small boat with possibly a child, right? And there are, six swords stuck inside of the boat. So it's like you have to be light to make this journey, right? It's kind of going away from an unfavorable situation and going out into the unknown and being guided by spirit, okay, to make this journey. In this card, we have 3 individuals. So this could be about walking away from anything that's thrown you off of your path, a third-party situation, a karmic connection, a fear, an obsession, a compulsion, anything that's thrown you off of your balance, right? This is also about transition. Six of Swords is Aquarius energy, and it can also represent air, communication. Aquarius is housing Jupiter at this time, okay? So as well as Saturn, okay? But there's something here about these outer planets, right? There's something that Jupiter and Saturn has been working with you on for the past year. And it's all ready to culminate into a major blessing. I'm thinking with 6 months from now, that's taking us to sometime around May. I believe that's around the time that Jupiter will be moving into Pisces, where it's exalted at, okay? So 6 months time, 6 of Swords, 6, a lot of energy surrounding the lovers, okay? Which could represent your divine path and purpose. It could represent a divine connection, a twin flame connection. Remember, when it comes to twin flame energy, that can manifest itself in your divine twin flame partner, or it can represent itself in a person, your own balance within your own masculine and feminine energies, your higher self, your lower self. It can manifest itself in your divine purpose, okay? Because love is a force, right? So back to the 6 energy, okay? There's something here that is culminating, and maybe it's been difficult to decide to see everything fully, because with all these outer planets doing their magic and the ethers working their magic, there's a need to really surrender and let go of control, because you can't work with anything that you don't see, that you don't know. It takes trust, right? It takes going into something blindly with fearless faith, with non-resistance, to get to this divine, sacred love, purpose that's unfolding, okay? So, with the 6 of Swords coming after the 2 of Swords, okay, this is this transition that's taking place. There is a forward movement that's happening. And it's like, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm with you and I'm glowing. It's your higher self. It's maybe a divine partner. It's a love. It's a healing. It's a inner knowing, right? That you're moving toward, okay? With this perfect peace and patience that's leading you. Again, like this jumping into the ocean, right? With no fear. 6 swords plus 2 swords. That's 8 swords. This is walking away, letting go of anything that has held you back, even if it's parts of yourself. Those fears, let them go. Those relationships, those perceptions, deluded thoughts, other people's fears and pain that you've held on to from past lives, from this life. And you're just letting them go, releasing control. Someone, some aspect, some force doesn't want to let go. And that is what is happening here with this full moon eclipse in Taurus. These energies are being revealed. These energies are being revealed, okay? They're being revealed because across the board, whether you find yourself operating from integrity or not, there is I don't know why they're saying solar flare. Maybe after the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, we're going to have that solar eclipse in Sagittarius. You know, whenever there's like a solar flare, there's like energies that are released. But at any rate, there's a heightening that's taking place of these energies that are not just affecting those who are in a high vibration, but it's also, you know, affecting those who are in a lower vibration. And it just, you know, what are people doing with this heightened energy that's being felt across the planet? It's going to be revealed with this full moon eclipse in Taurus. But that being said, when you think about Taurus energy, you think about all the 5 senses. So during this time, there's going to be heightened awareness, you know, possibly maybe feeling, you know, the need to sleep more or not, or sleep less, or eat more or eat less, or changes in your diet, or more activity in your dream state, you know, but that's going to go across the board, right? You know, needing to be mindful of these darker energies that want this revenge, that, you know, are not taking this energy of losing control with a grain of salt. All right, so heightened sensitivity, okay, to the moon cycles and this transitional energy of decisions being made, as these very powerful energies continue to amp up. There's going to be, you know, also this dynamic of new solutions being found, right? With this Aquarius energy, it's intellect, right? It's intel, it's information, it's solutions to help us move through the space of indecision, of stalemate, right? This is really, really beautiful because it's movement. It's movement. Everything is always in a state of becoming. It's movement. It's change. It's security. It's feeling as if, like I said, unable to get that key to turn the key and to open up to the space of feeling stuck or like procrastination, right? Off kilter, delays, and moving into major arcana. The next card that came out is the Chariot, right? Number 7, Cancer energy. You know, and this is talking about balance. Chariot, major arcana, Cancer energy, number 7 is drive, is passion, is travel. We have this energy of duality here as well. When the Chariot is in the upright, this is a lot of work that's been done on your path to really annihilate duality in some way. And I always remind you, take this on a really like collective level or personal level. But there's something that's toppling. There's something that is crashing, right? It's like a key being turned and a door being slammed open, or a gate being lifted up, and the tides of destiny are changing. There's a shift that's taking place, okay? Despite this energy here, despite whatever is trying to hang on for dear life to prevent this forward movement, this is so much forward movement. It's power. Do not let fear prevent this transition from taking place. Chariot, number 7. And with the Chariot, we do have this energy of victory, okay? Six of Swords, Two of Swords, Eight of Swords. That's breaking free of some type of fear, mental entrapment. I feel like someone's releasing some very powerful karmic energies. And these darker forces are in an uproar. They're in an uproar. So there can be some heightened, darker work that's taking place with this full moon in Taurus. Okay? I don't like to be the one that has to bring that up all the time, but it's very real. It's very prevalent with this full moon energy. But that's what is being revealed, okay? Through dreams, through visions. You may have gotten some energies in the dream state. A lot of times you may see someone that you know recognize in the dream, and it could be representative of something else, but you know, there are revelations, visions, synchronicities that you're getting at this time that is helping you to clearly understand what these darker forces are doing. Whether someone that's in your current reality has come from a past life that's here to continue to try and pull you backwards. Parts of yourself that need to be released. Okay? This is what's taking place with the full moon in Taurus at this time. Powerful releases, karmic energy and forces. And some of these energies are in an uproar. Some of these energies are going full force and hard with their darker energy, their dark magic, their witchcraft, whatever. No worries, you are protected. You're being given the gift of sight. Okay? Trust your subconscious feminine energy as you annihilate these energies from your energy, as you release and understand just how powerful you truly are. That's what this full moon energy is about. Okay, in Taurus, lunar eclipse, revelations. Because what you're moving towards, okay, with this victory energy, with the chariot, it's will, right? If there's a will, then there's a way. This is sacral energy during this time period. Maybe make sure you're eating a lot of yellow vegetables, squash, and yellow fruit, dandelion, flower, I would suggest keeping it high alkaline, but you know, whatever works for you, okay? But you know, a lot of possibly meditating and doing exercises that open up and heal the solar plexus, right? With this chariot here coming after the Six of Swords, because this is what these darker forces and energies want to prevent, this forward movement. I'm also getting here, this is a sidebar with this full moon and Taurus energy, that there could definitely be someone being released, or there could be something happening with law enforcement, or someone could be going to prison, or someone could be being released from prison. And this could definitely be like metaphorical, or, you know, representing just, again, letting go of control. But there could definitely be something to do with something legal, or something that's moving forward for you personally that has a lot to do with the judicial system or the law enforcement or something like that, okay? But once again, there's a keyhole, and there's a turning of the key and an opening up of the floodgates on the other end of letting go of control. Because what you may have felt you couldn't follow your heart on, whether it's love, a relationship, your divine path, purpose, your creative project, idea, ideal, whatever it is, feeling as if you're not good enough, your value, what you add to something, what you bring to something, fear of judgment, fear of missing out, fear of not being able to do something on your own, that is coming to an end, because there is some type of reward investment that's coming your way with this full moon in Taurus. It's almost as if something is being dropped in your lap, or there's some type of, you know, dam that's breaking, and the floodgates are opened, and something powerful is flooding in. We have the Lovers card. These are all the cards that came out together, okay? The Lovers here is Gemini energy, or it could represent something to do, again, with a very important connection, a twin flame connection, a family connection, some type of past life connection, or even your higher self. But here is equilibrium, harmony, balance, and it's love, self-love. Again, 6. We have the 6 of Swords. We have the Lover's energy, 6-6. This is about coming back to wholeness, unification. Once again, choices, 2 of Swords. Moving past that stalemate, moving past that emotional decision. Trusting the intuition, finding new solutions as you charge forwards toward the victory, towards this reward, this return on your investment that's coming through after you release control, after you face something. These deeper, darker aspects that have created imbalance and disconnection, conflict, separation. This is like moving really quickly into a harmonious space within your relationships, within your family, on the planet. The Lovers signify 2 forces, a force that binds 2 entities together to create wholeness. Whether it's relationship or an event or personal decision or even an idea. This is about communication with yourself, deep communication with yourself. And examining your motives and your values when you're deciding which path to take. Look into the community tab. I think I put it in a little small, simple affirmation that could really help with this full moon in Taurus. Okay, it's something like, I am open to releasing what I can't control. I forgive myself and others, and I am open to receiving divine grace. This is about, again, that open communication with yourself, about what you need, what you have to decide. I think when this reading started out, I mentioned something about you decide, but decisions, that's leading to new solutions. And travel. I'm getting something here about a complete change of scenery. This could be the beginning of a whole shift. Someone is moving and it's happening quickly. Someone's just changing how they handle certain aspects. It's just like, that's it. It's almost a, like, there's no gray area. It's like black and white. It's the shift that's happening. And again, it's requiring trust, surrender, and a releasing of control. The oracle is number 5. I surge on the uprising wave of love, and it's number 5. It's the number of the Hierophant, right? Of some type of powerful shift, paradigm shift, timeline shift, but it's really a dynamic energy of change. And that may be difficult. And that's why we have this energy here. Of these revelations that are taking place with this full moon eclipse in Taurus. That's revealing this shadow energy that needs to be faced. that's revealing these darker forces that may have been working behind the scenes, or that may have been the resistance, okay, to something evolving within your life, on your path, okay? Because where you're headed is to this energy of the spirit of Gaia, which is about cleansing, about balance, healing the root, right? Family issues, moving into this really powerful, creative space, and relinquishing control. Relinquishing control. Why? The Oracle, I surge on the uprising wave of love, brought you the special message that things are changing. There are changes happening, and they will be out of your control. Out of your control. This is because you are ready for accelerated life change. Rather than paddling, you'll be caught up in a wave and moved further and farther. Let yourself surge on with the energy of what is happening. Not resisting, right? Not resisting with revenge. And chaos and despair and desperation, like the spirit of the Black Rose, which is going to be parts of yourself and these karmic energies or cycles or relationships, whatever it is, that are being released, that are being revealed with this full moon eclipse, okay? In Taurus, in these visions, in these dreams, in these synchronicities, where these cycles are ending. So let yourself surge on with the energy of what is happening, leading with your heart and not with your mind. Just going with whatever unfolds. This will bring you to the best fortune and open you up to the divine destiny that is your birthright. Your birthright, right? This lifetime. So with the Lover's card here, I do see some unions, reconciliation, all right? What I was also getting with this card, because we have, once again, Two of Swords, Six of Swords, there's some type of communication that's coming in where there may have not been communication before. And there's something that's coming in quickly in relation to this Lover's energy, which is about wholeness and choices that is surrounding forgiveness and understanding. Okay, so very dynamic energies, and like I said, these energies will be playing out over the next 6 months. Okay, decisions, solutions. But at the same time, a need to relinquish control. And this is a challenge for certain energies during this time. And this is what has been eclipsed and what will be revealed. Okay, so let's pull some cards on the spirit of the Black Rose. What's the spirit of the Black Rose? What's the spirit of the Black Rose? Revenge, despair, and tragic romance. What's the spirit of the Black Rose? Full moon, lunar eclipse, and Taurus. Spirit of the Black Rose is the Hermit, okay? Virgo energy, or the energy of 9, okay? So 9s they represent divine timing, divine justice, karmic justice, cosmic justice, but 9s also represent conflict before an ending. These energies, these forces, these entities, whatever they represent for you, these energies are lost. Some of these energies don't want to do the work. They're stuck in the dark night of the soul. They're leaving their shadow to do everything, to take over without integrating it, without facing it. This is I don't want to see it. This is I'm resisting. This is also, again, fear, isolation. This could also represent those spaces with this full moon in Taurus, right? Lunar eclipse that are coming up. Deep aspects, okay? Inner childhood woundings, traumas, pains that deal, again, with family, that deal with deep past life, other timelines that are being healed, that need to be healed. Coming up for review. Only until this energy is faced and released will we move to this cleansing energy. Will we move towards true healing and wholeness and balance, to call those soul fragments that's been lost back to ourselves. Now, the Hermit card in reverse can also indicate coming out of Hermit mode. So this is also can indicate what's been hidden, you know, what's been hidden about, or some of these darker energies coming out. They're coming out. These energies can feel this releasing happening, this shift happening. So some of these darker forces are coming out of hiding, coming out of the woodwork, right? With this full moon energy, to try and manipulate, to control. There you are, the Taurus energy here, right? To control, to create fear. Again, black. These parts of your shadow that want to, you know, keep you from looking at those deeper aspects, to keep you in this lack mentality around your value, around your worth, to keep you from taking a risk on yourself, on your divine purpose, opening up your heart to divine grace, acceptance, right? To bring up all these old thoughts and fears surrounding failure, mistrust. There could be something that's happening, you know, that's changing the dynamics of your career. But this could be just going with the flow, feeling like you're in that ocean, like you're drowning, but letting things unfold. Because what's taking place is leading you to where? Like the surge uprising on the surge in the wave of love, Oracle was saying that once you let yourself get into that ocean and you face whatever's happening head on that may be coming up during this time, it's going to wash you up ashore. Don't try to swim against the ride. Don't try to swim against the tide of your own life journey. Go with it. The divine is there waiting for you, orchestrating waves upon which you may reach the heavenly shore. Yes, the divine is there waiting for you, waiting on a picnic blanket of fabric of the heavens with a sacred feast of earthly bounty just now being unpacked in your honor. Get yourself into that ocean and ride those waves to your sacred date with the divine right now, sweet beloved. Surf's up. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm with you and I'm glowing. This is what those darker, deeper shadow aspects of yourself, or some type of karmic energy or force or entity that you are letting go of, releasing control of, or that won't let control, or doesn't want to let or release control of you, are dealing with, or want you to have to maneuver through these illusions of fear, of lack, of mistrust, of doubt, that you can be open to receiving this grace that's waiting just for you, okay? These energies, or these deeper, darker aspects of yourself that needs to be faced, depending on what level of the journey you're on, they want you in this energy of the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, okay? That's what these energies want. But this is about new solutions. All you have to do is decide to let go of control, and you are on this forward moving path. Nothing can stop you, right? New solutions, transition, victory, balance, and wholeness. Harmony. Love. Balance. So yeah, that's what these energies want. They want you in lack, in fear, and in hiding. And lastly, we are just going to clarify these last two cards. What's being revealed, okay, as you're as you're releasing control and walking into this cleansing energy here of Spirit of Mother Gaia, healing family issues, okay, some type of creative project energy. Again, this is lots of love coming in, grace coming in, healing coming in, all right, with this full moon eclipse energy in Taurus. But there's revelations, there's synchronicities, there's dreams, visions, and higher wisdom and knowledge that's being revealed to you at this time? What is the potential outcome? What are these energies? What is being revealed? And what are these divine blessings? Show me clearly. Full moon in Taurus, lunar eclipse. I surge on the uprising wave of love. Number 5, powerful shift, paradigm shifts, timeline shifts. We have the 10 of Pentacles and Temperance to clarify what's being revealed at this time. Okay, what's manifesting in your reality at this time? Creation, family, revelations, visions, dreams. We have the 10 of Pentacles, Virgo energy, Earth energy, and we have Temperance, Jupiter, Sagittarius. All right, so as you turn in that key, place the key in the lock and you turn it and you open it up, you're walking into something that's very balancing. It's harmony, it's wholeness. It's nothing short of just divine grace. The 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Hope, it represents material wealth, inheritance, divine inheritance. There could be something happening over this week, month, 6 months, that is taking you into a lot of success. Because you've shown a lot of patience, perseverance. Like I said, we have Temperance here, which is Jupiter energy. Jupiter is in the sign of Aquarius. We've had Virgo energy come through here with the Hermit. We have Cancer. We have Sagittarius. We have all of the earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. We have Libra, Aquarius, Uranus, Venus, and we have the moon. Okay, so very strong Cancer. I would say just water signs in general, but we have the Chariot, so a lot of strong Cancer energy here with the moon. Moon is the goddess of Cancer. So what I'm getting here is that your divine destiny, path, purpose is protected. And there's a blessing here that Jupiter wants to bestow upon you. It's starting now. It's going to cultivate into 6 months from now, which is when Jupiter moves into Pisces. Okay. That's a timeline, but we are talking about divine timing here, not our timing, okay? But union, love, divine destiny, divine purpose. This is just blessing and healing. It's getting everything that you've ever wanted, but most importantly, that you deserve. This 10 of Pentacles card says it all. It says, hope makes the poor man who works digging, making mountains or lakes flat because he hopes to receive a prize for its efforts. Something was done because it was There's nothing expected from what was done. It was just done out of love, out of purpose, divine purpose. Therefore, something that's coming to you upon releasing what you can't control, when you jump into that ocean and just surrender, in comes the reward. In comes the return on the investment. In comes everything that you've ever wanted, ever dreamed of, and truly deserve. Temperance, 10 of Pentacles, and the Lovers. Wealth, achievement, family, soul family. Because what we may be releasing here, okay, could be parts of ourselves, soul connections that have turned karmic, things that people, circumstances, entities, forces that no longer serve our greatest and highest good, that have held us back from our divine destiny, from our true soul family, our soul tribe. This is all what's being revealed now. This is all what's being released now. This is all what's being healed and cleansed now. And like the oracle said, how terrifying it can be. How terrifying it can be when we have to decide to let go of everything we've ever known, to let go of control, and to dive deep, be forced into the waves of the ocean. And moved by it. Its sheer power, its wild force, and its passionate dance with the Moon Mother might have us fearing that we most certainly will die. Yet the only thing that is dying here and now is your grasp, your attempts at control. Your heart is more powerful than your fear, and it wants to live in total trusting surrender of the unfoldment of life's genius. What's more genius than love, than creation? So this is all about cycles, right? Cycles. This full moon eclipse in Taurus is revealing. It's releasing. It's feeling on a deeply profound level what has to be faced and what has to be let go. This is a karmic period. the effects of this karmic cycle that's unfolding in your life is to bring you into sweet surrender and awakening into greater love. This is what wants to stand in your way, wants to keep you here in lack, when your divine birthright is this. You decide. You decide. That's what this full moon in Taurus lunar eclipse is going to help you do. Decide. Lovers. Important decision. You decide. Because the solutions are right there. And it's a sure victory. It's a sure victory. Okay? You decide. Divine advice. Full moon in Taurus. Lunar eclipse. Final messages. Divine advice for the collective. Divine advice for the collective. Full moon in Taurus. Okay. We had 2 cards flip over. And I spent a little time at the beginning of this reading doing Astro Talk, and like as we move out of the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, what are we moving into? We're moving into the sun moving into Sagittarius, and we're moving into a new moon lunar eclipse, okay, in Sagittarius. So we have the new moon in Sagittarius card. So the divine is speaking, source is speaking here, okay? Luck is on your side, and look to the bigger picture. This is about a full cycle, right? The full moon in Taurus, these energies will be felt clearly up to 6 months plus from now. So the divine advice here is to understand that with this new moon in Sagittarius, the solar eclipse, that there is dynamic, powerful action that's going to be taking you forward. Understand that Jupiter's on your side, and that there is a need to look at a much bigger picture. Not just what's happening now, but what could be happening on a grander scale, okay? So, what I'm getting also with this divine advice, these Sagittarius energies that are coming out with the divine advice, is that, you know, with the full moon lunar eclipse being in Taurus, a earth fixed sign, Sagittarius energy is, yeah, and Taurus energy is technically a individual, as well as earth and fixed sign, but Sagittarius is a collective, mutable fire sign. Okay, so this is a lot of action, forward movement, alchemy, temperance, magic, as above so below, as well as that release, right? Openness, higher wisdom, I perceive energy. Looking into something and seeing far out of the here and now into a broader view. All right, that's what the full moon in Taurus lunar eclipse is really about. It's taking us into a space into the future, right? Again, timeline jump, paradigm shift, far out, right? A far out there energy. And let's get one more Divine Advice card. Interesting. We have the Self Node. Don't let your past hold you back, Taurus. Even though this is a full moon, lunar eclipse in your sign, as we move and have this major shift in the nodes, remember, we're moving from Self Node in Sagittarius, where there's a lot of karmic energy that's being shifted and moved and released, and the Self Node moves into Scorpio, which is your polar opposite sign. So there's something there as well. The North Node is where Taurus will be. But prepare for revelations as the Self Node shifts into Scorpio. Major revelations, okay? That energy will be starting now, and it's going to be just only growing, all right? So revelations, releasing a lot of karmic energy, a lot of new powerful dynamics that are coming into play, that's moving things forward, that's moving on the other side of control, moving us into the space of letting go, not letting the past hold us back, right? And again, the last card we have is you and your loved ones are safe. Cancer energy, got a lot of Cancer energy throughout this reading, okay? And that brings us back to the spirit of Gaia, where there are things, situations, karma that's being cleared, energies that's being cleared, healing, creativity, balance being restored. Don't let the past hold you back. Luck is on your side. Look at the bigger picture. And you and your loved ones are safe. Final message. Final message. Divine advice. Full moon in Taurus. Lunar eclipse. No longer a victim. Breaking the chains. Don't let the past hold you back. You are admired. You are good enough. I am open to receive divine grace. I am open to receive divine grace. I am surrendering. Okay? I am open. To receive love. I am valued. I am cherished. I am divine. I am blessed. There's something that's happening as above, and as above, so as below, right? So when you release something, release these chains, release whatever's holding you back. And again, these other darker energies are amped up because they feel this happening. This is the energies that these darker forces want. They want you in lack. They want you feeling like you're not good enough, not understanding your value, or parts of yourself that need to be faced, your shadow, ego, or these forces that you have walked away from, released. there could definitely be someone, some energy out there that is manifesting you, you're manifesting them. There's an energy of something being renewed. Maybe someone is healed, it's coming back brand new. There could definitely be an energy of someone having a admirer that has been watching them from afar, or that sees your potential. Because I am getting this energy of divine love, sacred union, divine union. Or again, that could represent someone that's just coming into balance with their masculine and feminine energies, light and shadow, and building something that's their divine purpose, walking into this beautiful energy, and you're admired by your higher self, by the universe, by source, okay? And then we have family, moving toward this powerful energy of your soul tribe, okay? Or again, healing family issues, walking into this space where you are connecting with people of like-minded vision to create a space that's conducive of healing, that gives back. Again, putting the key in the lock, turning it, opening up, and finding balance. Something that is reciprocal, right? In value, in nature, in love. This is what you're moving toward. This is why these energies are ramped up at this time. This is what is being revealed to you in your dreams and synchronicities about who you can trust, what needs to stay, what needs to go, what's resonating, what's not. That's why these major shifts and changes are happening and taking place, because there's major releasing that's happening. Jump into the ocean, go with it, move with it, and let things be. Because as you let things fall away that no longer serve your greatest and highest good, okay, and don't allow your past to hold you back. That's when these blessings that are coming in with the new moon in Sagittarius are coming in to take you on this path, on this journey, which is leading to once again wholeness. Abundance. A broader view of the bigger picture that wasn't able to be seen before. Letting go of the frustrations, letting go of the imbalances, letting go of the excess, as you move into a greater sense of purpose. Power, protection. All of this comes in after you relinquish the control and the burdens coming into a greater understanding of your value, what you deserve, what you can achieve. And this brings in this overwhelming tide, this overwhelming ocean of love that heals all separation, allowing you to open up your heart to grace. That's what the full moon in Taurus is illuminating. Allow yourself to be thrown into the deepest aspects of that which you don't understand. It's almost like becoming new, initiation, like a dove, healing as you surge on the uprising wave of love.